Globalization. Globalization is the process of interaction and integration between people, companies, and government worldwide. Globalization has grown due to advance in transportation and communication technology. With increased global interaction comes the growth of international trade, ideas, and culture. But in this video, we want to discuss about globalization in sport. So, what is globalization of sport? Right. Globalization of sport refers to the process of expansion of the idea of sport across the world and phenomena that are associated with it. Globalization not only impacts the way in which sport are conducted and organized, but also how they are perceived and what they mean in today's world. Okay, now we will see how globalization affects in sport. First of all, I want to talk about the advantage of globalization in sport. First, increased involvement of global telecommunication companies allows international sport organizations and federations such as the International Olympic Committee or International Federation of Association of Football (FIFA) to generate enormous revenues by selling television rights. Alright, second, increased involvement of transnational companies, even those not connected to the sport industry, leads to a new trend of naming in which sponsors' name or label is associated with stadium, sport arena, team, or sport contest. For example, Manchester City that are sponsored by Etihad Airlines. Now the stadium of Manchester City named Etihad Stadium. Alright. Involvement of those companies leads to the professionalization of sports that allows formerly amateur athletes to earn money. In the same time, at the highest level, we can observe enormous growth of income among athletes. Alright, next. Promotion of national leagues or team in market overseas is more and more popular. During pre-season, top-tier teams travel to different parts of the world no longer solely to prepare themselves for the upcoming season, but rather to promote their team, league, merchandises, and sponsor European football teams, organize matches and tournament in the North America and Asia, while American basketball team travel to Europe and Asia. Alright, the future expansion of regional tournament, leagues, and competition to new geography areas become a new possibility, even though some games of the regular season of the National Basketball Association (NBA) were already organized outside of the United States and Canada. There are future plans of establishing a team based in London or even adding several European teams to the association. On the other hand, the president of the Union of European Football Association (UEFA) suggested that UEFA Champions League final could be played outside of Europe, for example in New York. And the last but not least, increased diversity in athletes' origin participating national professional leagues around the world, as well as the number of countries participating in sports events.
Okay, next, the globalization of sport has also a negative impact that can be visible in the following issues. Because of globalizations and commercializations, the value of a certain sport is very often determined by the size of available audience for media, advertisers, and sponsors. It undermines basic principles of sport and may eventually lead to a decrease in the diversity in sport and sporting heritage. Even though migrations and movement of athletes can be seen as something positive, there are some controversies around it. First of all, rich countries are able to drain talent from poorer countries, negatively influencing their sports system. That happened in the case of the massive exodus of Kenyan athletes who were lured by opportunities offered by Qatar and Bahrain. Secondly, globalizations led to a trend of recruiting athletes from other countries in order to compete in international sport events. In that case, citizenship and affiliations are easily exchanged for the right sport skills and abilities. Globalizations of sport creates also possibilities for different kinds of criminal activity. Match fixing and referee corruptions are a rising threat because of the growth of international betting and gambling on sports events. Alleged corruptions of officials of the most important international sport organizations and associations like FIFA may lead to the controversies associated with organizations of sport events. In the same time, those big sport institutions may be used as tools for money laundering. Another issue that shows the dark side of globalizations of sport is the use of banned athletic performance enhancing drugs.